Hold this up too. There you go. Yeah, I just need you to hold this exactly
Mom,
right
look at
there.
that thing.
Okay, no, the post. Yeah, exactly. No, right there. Do not move it. Okay, I just finished making the compost bin, and I made this out of all reclaimed wood or just wood we had laying around, because I didn't want to put too much money into it because it's simply here for decomposing material. So what I did is I did 4 posts on each side, and it's about 90, actually it's 108 inches long, and then 54 inches per side or bin. And it's going to be two bins. So I guess how we're going to do it is start decomposing stuff or adding compost into here or material to be composted, and then we're going to turn it by just moving it from this side to this side. And then I guess once it hits this side after 6 months or so, it'll go into the garden, and then we'll start over. We'll be adding to this one, and hopefully it'll be a system where we're always one step ahead, so we can just keep it rotating. But I just use nails and just old lumber. You can see inside here, I just put a piece in on one side and then nailed these together to hold it in tight. So these are actually fixed. I've seen some where they you can take them out and slide them out. I'm just going to try it out first and make sure I can keep up with the compost pile before I invest too much time and energy into this. But hopefully, so this is 1.0, maybe 2.0 will be a little bit different, and I'll see where I can improve it. Alright, this is some stuff that we're going to put in to start it off. This material is, I guess, would be like old wood. It's basically a plant that was in our pond. It floats on the top and then it dies out. So I get a rake and I rake it out, and then I just let it dry out a little bit, and then now I'm going to put it inside the compost. Hopefully it'll make some good compost. This one is our organic matter, so it's like kitchen scraps, potato peels, lime, old lime, artichokes, things like that. And we used to give this to our chickens, some of it, but I'm going to stop doing that for now until I build up my compost. And then, because I plan on using the chicken manure to add to the compost, so I'm hoping I can just shift it around a little bit, because it's all going to end up going back into the garden. So I just got to figure out a better system. And this is just paper and like Amazon boxes and stuff like that. So I think what we should do is take off like anything plastic tape, and get it down to like a raw form, like paper, and no plastic inside the compost, because that won't decompose. So we'll throw these in while you're on camera. So I showed some things that can go into a compost pile, but there's also some things that we shouldn't put in our compost pile. And for example, eggs that are not cracked. You should always make sure to crack the egg before we add it to the compost pile. You don't want to put like kitty litter, cat, dog feces into your compost pile. What are some other things?
And dead chickens, I wouldn't.
Yeah, like dead animals, spoiled meat, or even like meat from your dinner. I mean, we have a dog, so we just give our meat scraps that are cooked to our dog. Yeah, I mean, and another reason why you don't want animals to come and start digging through, like, you know, raccoons, possums. They probably will anyways, but you don't want to attract them. And then we don't want any type of disease. Believe it or not, you can add almost anything to this compost pile from the garden, like your brush, your grass, your weed seeds, your weeds that have gone to seed. We can add all that green material or brown material to your compost pile without worry that you're going to add weeds to your garden. Hopefully, if done correctly, this compost pile will break down the seeds and decompose them and make them turn them into a soil or a compost. All right, thanks for sticking with me and watching my video of this compost project. If you would like to see more composting videos or how to actually compost, make sure to leave a comment or like this video. See you in the next one.
Right, I think Garett's done with the compost bin. I'm excited. What the? Are you done?
Well, no, I'm just making sure that I'm seeing how big, like how wide it is.
Uh-huh.
So I wasn't sure if the measurements, but yeah, it's pretty big. It'll be big enough.